Thousands of people are snowed in after this latest winter storm dumped as much as 6 feet of snow in the mountains. We'll tell you about the road closures just ahead.
While in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, tons of mud has come flowing down right into someone's home. We're live. It's 4:30. Time for Good Day, LA.
See how peaceful Gigi is? Good
Learn
day,
from
LA.
her.
Good day, LA.
Learn from her. I bring you peace constantly on a daily basis. You stress me out.
No, this is not true.
Which direction is this conversation going?
I don't know. We started during the break. We were talking about McDonald's orders.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll touch up on that.
Everyone likes a routine.
In a little bit. I want to hear more about...
My routine for Bob is peace.
I want to hear more about Bob's McDonald visit, but that's for another time. How about this? Satellite radar. Gigi's watching the hillsides. Mario's watching the closed roads up in the higher elevations. And yes, we recommend you not traveling through some of our mountain passes. There are plenty of roads that are still closed, and a winter weather advisory is still in place for all our local mountains. So then there's that. You want to be also extra cautious on the roads, even though we're getting a little bit of a break, a little pause from the heavy rain. There's still some spots of some passing showers, even at this early hour, especially if you're driving along the 405 headed to LAX. Just be careful, and maybe you do leave a little early if that's part of your commute. And then we watch another weak system that's going to approach our area. Arrival time sometime later on, later this morning into the afternoon hours. It'll be very light, possibly under a quarter of an inch of rain at best, and it could also deliver some high elevation snow. And then there's a secondary system that is supposed to arrive Tuesday night into Wednesday. The bulk of the system is expected to give us another additional half an inch to over an inch and a half for some of our foothills and mountain communities. And that system also expected to bring snow, and snow levels will drop right around the 3,500 foot level. So we'll be watching all that closely. Winds are going to be a problem when advisory in place eventually right around 10 o'clock for the high deserts. Temperatures, another chilly afternoon. Again, mixed bag with some rain and stronger winds. Send back over to you.
All right, so I want to thank you. Some residents and visitors find themselves stranded in the San Bernardino Mountains because of all that snow from the weekend storm.
That's right. Mario Ramirez joins us live from San Bernardino with their story. Good morning, Mario.
Yeah, some still needing help this morning. We've just been told that there's serious damage here up the road behind us, as well as icy conditions. And you can see these public works crews here stationed for this road closure. We're at the base of Highway 18 in San Bernardino, and right now, all state routes to Lake Arrowhead, including Highway 18 here, are closed. And take a look. This video shows some of the treacherous driving conditions even after snow plows made their way through. This is Highway 189 from Highway 18 to Rim Forest, in Rim Forest to Lake Arrowhead Village. The snow piled on both sides of the road, making it look more like people were driving through a snow tunnel than a highway. And in the town of Blue Jay, which neighbors Lake Arrowhead, dozens of small businesses are buried in over 6 feet of snow. Most remain closed, and grocery stores in the area shut down early. And the record snowfall, it did bring some people up to the mountains, Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear, to try and enjoy it. But routes in and out of the area are all closed due to those icy, snowy road conditions. That means some people who went up for the weekend are stuck, including 3 families from Santa Clarita we spoke to who were expecting a snowy retreat at an Airbnb.
Our husbands were gone for 5 hours hiking in the snow to the store to feed our families. And with the help of the residents here, they got a couple rides, like a mile here and there, and were able to make it to the store, but it took them 5 hours to get there and back.
And this gas station along Highway 18 and Pine Avenue in Rim Forest is one of the only stores open for the later part of the afternoon and evening. Running low on gas reportedly. They're hoping to get fuel trucks in tomorrow, but unsure if the delivery will make it out because of those road closures. And back out here live, we've seen several people here waiting to get through up to Lake Arrowhead because they have family members who are there asking for help. Now, some Lake Arrowhead residents say that their streets have not been plowed in days. We'll keep you updated on when these road closures will reopen. For now, reporting live here in San Bernardino. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you. You know, at least one La Cañada Flint Ridge family is forced to evacuate after a mudslide there causes several, really severe, actually, damage to their home.
It was one of at least 3 homes damaged by the mudslide. Gigi Graciette joining us live with more. Gigi, good morning.
Bob and Brooke, firefighters have been here all night keeping a close eye on the hillside behind me. It's too dark to show you, but take a look at the video because yesterday the family who lives in this home on Paulette Place, well, with the help of friends, they moved out, hopefully only temporarily. Now, again, we're on Paulette Place, not far from the La Cañada Flintage Country Club, and that's where this weekend tons of mud and debris came crashing down during the storm, which brought for most nonstop rain. And take a look. Yesterday the family moved out. They've temporarily relocated because the concern is, well, there's so much damage to their home and the hillside could continue to slip. According to firefighters, a 40-foot wide section of the hill came sliding down this weekend, damaging at least 2 homes here on Paulette and one above on Noren Street. But this one house, well, it took the brunt of the damage.
There's major damage to the rear of the affected structure. The portion of the hillside that came down was a very large portion, probably about 40 feet wide, that came down with a large amount of material.
Even though the family was home when the mud came down, thankfully no one was injured. And today, inspectors with the Department of Building and Safety, together with engineers, will be out here again to try and determine not only the stability of the hillside, but also the structural integrity of this home and the homes above on Noren, which did sustain some damage. Reporting live in La Cañada, Flint Ridge, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
All right, Gigi, thank you.
Thank you, Gigi. An important safety alert to tell you about this morning. More than 1 million candles sold at Walmart are being recalled due to fire hazards. Mainstays 3-wick candles were sold exclusively at the retailer in 7 different Halloween and autumn-themed scents. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, the candle wicks could burn too close to the side of the glass container, causing it to break. The agency says it has received 12 reports of incidents and 1 minor injury. Customers are being urged to stop using the candles immediately. They can contact the manufacturer for a refund.
The LA Times and other major newspapers across the country are dropping the Dilbert comic strip after its creator went on a racist rant. Bay Area cartoonist Scott Adams called Black Americans a, quote, hate group during an interview on a YouTube show last week. Several newspaper publishers across the country have denounced his comments as racist, hateful, discriminatory, and they've said they will no longer provide a platform for his work.
New data shows the restaurant industry may never fully recover from the pandemic. The number of restaurants nationwide is down about 70,000 since 2019. And with inflation at a high, more people are choosing to make cheaper meals at home instead of eating out. Restaurants are also dealing with rent increases and higher prices for ingredients. On top of that, they are struggling to find workers.
A recent poll finds that most people trying to lose weight actually end up gaining 21 pounds or more. Yeah, researchers surveyed 2,000 adults who have tried to lose weight in the last 5 years. They found 44% of the respondents to this poll ended up gaining more than 20 pounds. Analysts say that health issues, social media, even the work environment are some of the reasons people are not only failing at their diets, but seeing their weight go dramatically in the other direction. The survey also found that 73% of Americans find it hard to maintain a weight loss regimen consistently. The survey was conducted by OnePoll on behalf of the weight loss products maker Nutrisystem. That's so interesting, though, but it makes sense. So it is hard to restrict your diet in ways and make that long term enough,
Right.
to make changes.
Right. Right. It's like consistency, right? You got to keep it going for.
You just got to figure out a healthier
Then you go to
lifestyle in
McDonald's
general.
and you have
That's
to
true.
have
This
the
is the
filet of
perfect
fish.
time to talk about Bob's McDonald run.
I said I'm embarrassed. I just told you.
What'd you order?
What did you order?
The filet of fish.
Hey,
I don't know.
Do not knock.
It's kind of.
Do not knock the filet
like-
of fish.
Since it was a treat to go there because I don't go a lot, and so I was like, what would be something on this menu that I would never order? And well, I would order, but just I haven't had it in like years.
It's delicious.
McDonald's.
It's delicious.
I love Filet-O-Fish, their combo meal.
Never had that.
And then you take the
You've
hot.
Never had it?
You ask
Road
for the
trip.
hot mustard.
No, I always get the same thing. Number one, with extra sauce and extra cheese.
Is that the
because
Big Mac?
Sorry, McDonald's makers. There should be cheese on both patties in a Big Mac. Okay?
Yeah, you're asking a lot. Hot mustard
That's special
drenched
sauce,
in
though.
your Filet-O-Fish.
Thousand Island salad
Just
dressing.
saying. Okay. An extra well-done fries. Hey, look at this. February highs. We had just a handful of days above average, and boy, what a historic system went through this past, late last week and into this past weekend. We're still maintaining a surplus courtesy of the latest winter storm. We've had record-breaking rain and historic snowfall. Elevation as low as areas of Fontana and Rancho Cucamonga got a little bit of that snow. So everything that we were anticipating did come into fruition. We're watching our temperatures, and they continue to remain cooler than normal. So expect to bring your jacket wherever you are. And there's also an opportunity of more light rain. Even at this hour, if you're heading over to LAX, don't be caught off guard if your windshield wipers go on again, off again a little bit. And another system, this is another weak one that will push through the area later this morning into the afternoon across Southern California. But you can see here, mostly light to moderate rain activity. This is part of a bigger trough of low pressure. There's going to be more rain, heavier stuff going into Tuesday night and into Wednesday. With that next system, we are looking for more snowfall. A winter storm watch will eventually be in place through Tuesday and possibly even push into Wednesday. Much more coming up. Send it back over to you.
All right, Swana, thanks. Hey, coming up this morning in the 7 o'clock hour, between working and taking care of the family, so many mothers rarely find a moment for themselves. And if they do, try to claim a little space and time to call their own. Here comes the mom guilt. This morning, Araxia talks to an expert about some ways to deal with those feelings.
2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
And I like more sauce and more cheese on a sesame seed.
It's so delicious.
Hot mustard sauce.
Coming up
McDonald's
after
gets
the
it
break.
right, okay?
Highlights from the Screen Actors Guild Awards last night in Century City, who are now the frontrunners for the Oscars.